So I'm finally back with video number 2. Video number 1 ended with me being in excruciating pain. Video number 2 starts with me saying my stomach is ugly. I mean, ugly. Nothing pretty about it. It's just ugly. But, you know, I went on vacation last week, so I tried to suppress it so I could enjoy myself. However, I did go back online and quadruple check everything because I was like, there is no way in hell I just paid this quack or a quack all this money to end up with a botched job that I'm gonna have to pay to have revised. So after being way stringent and actually looking up every single certification, looking up all his before and afters, and I was like, okay, so we got to get to the bottom of this. So anyway, I had an appointment today, and the first thing I said to him is my stomach is ugly. My stomach is ugly. My belly button is ugly, way ugly. It's not centered. It's like pushing to the left, and I'm unsatisfied. So I was waiting for the gaslight moment where he tries to basically say, you know, it's in my head or whatever. But he says, what do you expect? You are swollen. So, okay, yeah, I'm swollen. And I said, but I see swollen people all the time. They post op week after pictures don't look like this. And he's like, yeah, but let's think about where you were. Let's look at your swelling, and let's think about the fact that you're not even 2 weeks out, and you're swollen more on the right. So of course that's probably going to push your belly button a little off center until it goes down. And my swelling is funny because you can't see it in the pictures. You know, you would assume it's just regular bulbous swelling, but it's not. Like if you look down at my stomach, it's like that, literally. Like one side is raised on the top and flat, and then raised, and it's really, the contour is all off. So he's like, once you get your 5 Z-Wave contouring sessions, which the Z-Wave helps with the appearance of the stretch marks, because my stomach was so bad, I still have stretch marks. And so it'll help make those look smoother and more even, as well as help with the blood circulation, collagen production, so that the skin will get firmer and look better over the next few weeks. So he's like, you get 5 Z-Wave treatments, you'll be going for your massages. So he said at the 6-month mark, if there's a problem, yeah, we can fix it then. If your belly button's off, that's an in-office fix, we can do it then. He said, but trust me, at the 6-month mark, you won't even be thinking about anything because you should be fine by then. He said, just leave it. So I said, okay, no problem. So without further ado, here is my before with my mommy belly. Here is my 2-day post-op. And then here is today. So, not so bad. Am I overreacting? No. My stomach is ugly, so I'm not overreacting. But I will trust the process. I'm currently not wearing my fajas, so I am, you can tell, a bit flat, so it's not too bad. I'm gonna go bathe and put my fajas back on and call it a night. So go back to my compressions. So he said basically when the swelling goes down, it won't be pushing out at the top of my navel the way it is, and it'll smooth it out my belly button, because my belly button at the top kind of leans forward as well. So the swelling behind it, once that eases, I guess I'll have those little, you know, cute little button bellies. We'll see. I'm not letting him off the hook that easy. Not at all. So I go back over the next couple of weeks to get my Z-Wave treatments. Have a couple of massages scheduled for this week. The massages have been helping. I have, if I had to say pain, I don't have any pain. I have some tightness. I'm pretty much able to do everything. I'm not supposed to lift anything over the weight of like a gallon of milk. So I just have to be mindful of that because I am used to, you know, just being a rough girl, because that's what I am. So I have to also be mindful when I'm reaching, not to overextend, like reaching up to grab something at the top shelf in the cabinet or whatever. But all in all, no pain, finally. The pain ended probably by Sunday, Saturday, Sunday-ish. I was, you know, kind of feeling okay. Woke up Monday. Yesterday went grocery shopping, had a massage, came home, cleaned up, cooked dinner. Today, no pain at all, you know, cooked dinner. So pain is pretty much non-existent. Like I said, it is kind of tight, and the swelling, you do feel the swelling, especially when I'm not in compression, because, you know, it's pushing up against your skin. And at one point, the swelling was so bad, it was pushing from the front into my back. Even when I went for my massage yesterday, my masseuse made me get on my stomach so that she can massage out my back and get everything flowing. And I will say, once I was done, yeah, everything was flowing. So I'm good with that. So these are my compressions. Like, this is my little ugly panty girdle that I came home in. Like I said, it's an ugly panty girdle. I did wear it today, hence the oil stains, because when they do the Z-Wave, they use like sonogram gel. So, but this is what I had for the first few days after surgery, is unzips on the side, and then some hook and eye closures in here. But it was easy to get in and out of. Zip it partially down on one side and then just kind of down and up. Then I have my Bonito & Co. faja. This one has the legs with the little peekaboo hole with the double hook and eye. I got into this one once we got back, and I'm actually on the second hook. After my massages, I'm on the second hook already. The material is probably like a tight spandex. The compression is pretty good. I like this one for sleeping in. Then I have the faja that I picked up from the mall. This is Fajas de Prada, and it has the side zipper with the hook and eye. They also come just, you know, double, triple hook and eye on the side, but I like the zipper, so I got that. Peekaboo hole, some leg compression, rides up the back a bit more to smooth it out, because I did get the lipo on the sides just a bit, so this will help smooth that out. This one, on the other hand, the material is more so like a compression tight, very strong compression, and then the inside is like a you know, silky kind of polyester, satiny kind of stretchy polyester. So this one is actually 2 layers. So the compression on this one is a little bit tighter than the compression on this one. This one is probably more so like a Spanx, but it does a pretty decent job with the compressions. And then I also have my board. I think they call it a pair board, that just goes in front of the faja to keep you compressed. It's, you know, it's a board on one side and a little bit soft on the other, but it keeps you compressed so that when like you sit and stuff, the rolls from the faja don't leave the indentations so much in your belly. So good deal. I have a total of, I'm out of this one completely, so then I have 3 of these. So a couple days rotation, hand wash. Each one is hand wash, air dry, stick it back in this bag, throw it in the fridge, freezer, and they tighten the compression back up so that it doesn't feel like it's, you know, worn and stretched out. So other than that, we'll see. I'm not crazy about my results yet. I do see my results. I've lost 8 pounds. I was 161 when I was getting wheeled into surgery, and today I jumped on the scale. I'm 153. My appetite, I can eat. I don't eat as much, but I eat more often. So I will probably eat not even half of what I would normally sit and eat, but then probably in about 2 hours I'm hungry again. So there's the other portion of food that I left on my plate from the first. So I'm eating probably close to 5 or maybe 6 times a day, incorporating more fruits and vegetables, because early on I realized that depending on what I eat, I felt more swollen, and you literally feel like you're blowing yourself up like a balloon. Like, that's how I felt when the swelling hit. So I realized that I had to lessen my meat intake, lessen my cooked food intake. I'm good when I'm eating fruits and vegetables raw, and I realized, if, you know, depending on the meat or the vegetable or whatever I have, if it's the cooked version, I was swelling up a bit more. So I have completely eliminated milk, because I know I shouldn't be drinking that. Dairy does not work for me, and I did not need the extra bloating. I also have not been eating bread, because that as well makes me bloat. I'm not keto, I'm not gluten-free, I just don't eat bread and dairy. Well, milk. You know, I can eat butter and yogurts and I'm just fine. Eggs, I'm fine. Just bread and milk. So no gas issues, no stomach upset, no extra bloating. I haven't had any of that. So I'm doing pretty well in that aspect. My swelling is still there, but the fluid buildup is not as bad, because like you can see in my today after, I'm swollen more so down on the bottom right, to where I'm a little bit red. So when I get my massages, she works that area more. So it's actually a lot better than what it was. And like I said, my fluid is a lot better than it was. It's actually moving around, even though I still kind of swell up. So anyway, if you have any questions that you need me to answer, any more specifics, you can just leave a comment. I'll put my masseuse information down, because she is the bomb. She does a really good job. And I had a normal place that I usually patronize, but with COVID they were shut down completely, and I'm okay with it, because their lymphatic massage is a little bit more expensive than where I'm going. And I was gonna just, you know, go back to them, but this lady that I'm seeing now is freaking awesome. Like I said, she made me flip on my stomach so she can work out my back. And that lady she's intense. She's intense, and she has no shame. She is gonna get the fluid going. And I went to her on Sunday after my surgery, and she worked me out. Then she was like, sorry if I hurt you, but you need it. So, and I appreciate her for it. So anyway, that's all I have. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Good night.